Week one. Week one drafts are here. We're doing week one drafts right now here on the channel, on the live stream. Going forward, we're doing the Battle Royale week one fantasy drafts on Underdog Fantasy, promo code Smitty. That link is in the live chat pinned. It's in the description of the video. And we're going to start drafting for week number one right now. I'm excited. You're excited. Jump in. Let's go.
Live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios.
It's the Fantasy Football Show. Live!
Monday through Friday,
8 p.m. Eastern. Smitty is also live whenever news breaks. You're watching a
graveyard stream.
Graveyard stream indeed. And ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't done a Battle Royale best ball draft, you're missing out. It is absolutely fantastic. It's an amazing time. Get ready to rumble for week number one. Do you draft Jamar Chase? Do you not draft Jamar Chase? He's pretty much a steal. He's going in the second round of the 6-man best Battle Royale best ball drafts. They're all best ball drafts. Okay, so let's jump straight into it. Pull up your Underdog app. If you haven't gotten the Underdog app yet, all you got to do is click that link that's pinned in the live chat or in the description of the video that says play Underdog. Underdog will match your first deposit 50% up to $1,000, but you don't need to deposit a big amount. The minimum is $10. They'll give you a 50%, so that's $5. They'll give you a free pick, this Kelsey pick for the highers and lowers, the pick'ems, and this is only 1 yard. So Kelsey gets 1 yard. It's practically a smash, right? So $1,000 up to, in terms of that 50% match. So you deposit $2,000, they'll give you $1,000. You do $10, they'll give you $5. So jump in to, let's see, pull up the app. Pull up the app right now on Underdog in the lobby with the draft tab at the bottom selected. The top tab is going to say lobby. You're going to see the player or the draft cards. You're going to just swipe on through to Battle Royale week number one. Click that button. It's $5 per entry. There are only 30-second timer drafts. There's no slow drafts for this. Click the green button now. There's a 5 to 6 second YouTube delay at this point, so I'm going to wait a few seconds so we can get into the same draft, and I'm going to click said button right this very moment. Drafts will begin soon. Don't worry, we'll do several of these because these go very, very quickly, and they don't. They're fantastic. You'll see what I'm talking about. So here's the draft right now. Here's the draft board. We're sitting here. We're in the third spot. There's 6 people per draft. Let me show you the actual draft board. I think it will be very easy to see what I'm talking about when I click on this board, how simple and fast these go. So basically, let's see if I can pull this up. Basically, I can probably just leave it on this, really, for now at least. I'll try and create another. I could do another window here. If I pop this up here, this might actually be beneficial. Let me pop up this. Let's do it like this. I can just show you like this. It's pretty easy to see, right? Let me see if I can make another. I'll do it on the next draft. I want to make sure I focus on this. Okay, so it went Tyreek Hill. You can see in the top left corner. This is that Sir Devos is in the 2 spot. He took Josh Allen. Now I've got CeeDee Lamb sitting there for the taking. Bijan's also there. Probably going to go with Bijan in that 3 spot. Now this is very simple. There are 1 running back slot, 1 quarterback slot. I'm sorry, 1 quarterback slot, 2 wide receivers, 1 running back, 1 flex, and a tight end. So you could have 3 wide receivers and 1 running back if you want, or you could have 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, and a tight end. So they go quickly. See, I'm on the clock at 2.4. They're so fast. They're very quick drafts. Here's the draft board. I guess I could just zoom in. Here's the draft board. I'm gonna have to do something different about this. I'm gonna have to pop this out. I'm gonna have to replicate this bad boy, and I'm gonna have to change this over to that, and then I can adjust this. Okay, I'm on the clock. Let me just move this over. I'm on the clock. Close this. Nico, 8 seconds left. Jamar Chase. Let's go, Jamar. All right, let me see if I can. Underdog. Bear with me as I try and Google. I'll open the phone lines in a second. Let me just get all this squared away. All right, there we go. On the clock again. Here's the draft. That's pretty solid. All right, let me minimize that. I'm on the clock. I've got Chase. I've got Bijan. Nico's there. I'm gonna go Stroud. It's not even showing. I gotta figure out something better. The battle royales are different because they're 6 teams, so the draft board is you can't fill up the whole screen. So I'll figure it out. I'll make it better next time. I'm sorry if that's a little awkward, but there's the board. You can see it. Tyreek, Josh Allen. I'll leave it like that for right now. Coming back to my pick here. How's everybody doing tonight, by the way? Bijan, Jamar Chase, CJ Stroud. We got 200 people in the building. Hit the thumb up button on the way in the door. On the clock, CJ Stroud. Nico went already, which kind of sucks. I almost wanted to go Nico and see if Stroud would fall, but I didn't think he probably would fall. ETN's there. Probably going to roll with... Let's go ETN. You know what I can do? I'm just going to leave this up. That'll work. That'll work for now. All right, this next pick probably gonna roll. I won't say out loud who I'm getting, but Bijan, Jamar Chase, CJ Stroud, Travis Etienne's pretty damn good. This is a pretty good squad. I wish this is the morning slate games in afternoon, right? So that's why you don't see some of these quarterbacks and players available. So I'm gonna roll Josh Allen, Trey Benson, T. Higgins. Okay, so I'm going to go Tank Dell here. So I've got Tank Dell, Travis Etienne, CJ Stroud, Jamar Chase, and Bijan Robinson. That's really good. You know what we could do? We could do 2 drafts at the same time. We could do 1 draft here so we could get in multiple. I don't know. We'll figure it out. All right, phone lines are open.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
Phone lines are open. Dial in, dial in, dial in. Don't worry, we're doing more of these. As soon as this is over, we're rolling right into another one. We're going to jump straight in and just continue, rinse and repeat. Probably do at least 3 of these. At least 3 of them. I don't know how much more. I'm pretty zonked from the day. But I'm going to go Ferguson here. Ferguson. So the team so far is as follows, ladies and gentlemen. Bijan Robinson, Jamar Chase, CJ Stroud, Travis Etienne, Tank Dell, and Ferguson from this 3-hole. Dev's got Josh Allen. Oh, Denny's calling in. What a treat.
Wanted. The top most wanted outlaws. These outlaws are on the run.
What's up, Denny? Denny season. What's up, pal?
I'm a cowboy on a steel horse I ride, and I'm wanted. Gentlemen lives.
Love it. Love it. Can I use that? Yeah, I can use it. And Denny,
I don't know. You know, I tried the best I can. I don't know. My voice isn't that good.
No, your voice is beautiful. It's like a songbird of our generation, no doubt. No doubt.
Oh, I love how you get my jokes.
Throw. Can I get a throw him in jail?
Throw him in jail.
Okay. What else Wild Wild West could you add to the equation here? Because that's the theme of the entire. I don't know if you've seen that.
I was watching the wrong show. That's what I'm watching a show. And I was like, it's live. You got Gibbs up there as usual. Okay, Gibbs. Oh, what a shocker. Smitty loves Gibbs. Hey, anybody. Newsflash. Smitty loves Gibbs.
Denny, pause for me real quick. Guys, go into the Battle Royale Week 1. Hit the green button again.
Monday.
Hit the green button and jump into another draft, okay? Go. Do it live. We're jumping.
Do it live.
We're doing another draft. We're doing it right now. We're doing it live, Denny. Doing it live. This is a Battle Royale. Do you know what the Battle Royale drafts are, right, Denny, or no?
No, actually, I don't. I kind of do get it, but no, I don't. Not at all.
Okay, so they're 6-person drafts instead of 12. And you get the morning and afternoon slate of games only. But so the player pool is a little smaller, but because of that, they only go six owners deep. But we're drafting right now on the Battle Royale as we speak, and I'm drafting from the 4-hole, and I'm going to tell you who's on the clock when I'm on the clock, and you tell me who I should take, okay?
Absolutely. Let me try to find. Oh, I got you.
We're going to do more after this. We're going to do at least 1 or 2 more after this. So don't freak out because you didn't get in. Draft starts in 6 seconds, Denny. The top ranked players in the morning and afternoon slate of games is Tyreek Hill, CeeDee Lamb, Josh Allen, Bijan Robinson. Who's your guy? Tyreek just went. He's off the board.
Josh Allen.
Okay. Well, if Josh Allen's there, we'll take him. Okay. CeeDee Lamb just went. It's either Josh Allen or Bijan that's going to go here. They go like clockwork. There's not a lot of variation here. There are a lot of people stick to the ADP.
This is fun.
All right. We're on the. This is fun. This is what fantasy. Jonathan Taylor. We can take Bijan or Josh Allen. You want to go Josh Allen, right?
Yes.
All right, Josh Allen. This is Denny's team. Denny, Josh Allen it is. JJ's on the clock, then Joe Candy again, then JJ, and then back to us. So this is what's beautiful is these drafts last like 10 minutes or 8 minutes.
I'm in these. Wow, I'm so sick of the leagues I'm in. This is fun.
Bro, what's so fun about these is you could just roll through. There's no bench. You just roll through your lineup. There's literally 6 rounds, and there's 6 people. There's 36 picks involved in this. This is like 3 rounds. This takes the same amount of time as 3 rounds in a normal draft. So it's so fast. Okay, Josh Allen. Okay, Achan's 1 pick away. Achan, Jamar Chase, Kincaid. We could cuff Kincaid to Josh Allen. ETN, Evans.
Who's the first one you said?
Well, Devon Achan. Let's see if he goes. Let's see if he's available.
Oh, we gotta get him.
Okay, he's available. Jamar Chase went. Did we go Achan? I think we go Achan.
Achan. Yeah, Achan.
We're not going to get Kincaid. We won't get Kincaid though, but that's okay. Okay.
That's okay.
And while we're waiting for that, let's answer this question there, Denny. I'm Old Greg says, $5 holler. Yo, another great show. Would you trade CD and Eckler for Barkley and Debo?
Barkley and Debo.
I would. I would. Would you?
Barkley and Debo for Eckler?
Well, he could get Taylor or Barkley, it sounds like, with Debo. So would you rather have CD Lamb or would you rather have Barkley and Debo or JT and Debo over Lamb? Chat, you can vote on that as well.
JT and Debo over Lamb.
Okay. I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that. I concur with Denny. I think Barkley and JT are really close. I've been going Barkley most of the time. But I think I'm okay going JT here. I think I'm okay saying take JT and Debo. I just think Barkley's going to have an amazing year.
You think so? I just don't know. I think JT's going to have a better year than Barkley. But I just don't know, sweetie. Sweetie, I don't know.
Okay, we're almost on the clock here. We got ETN, McBride, Marvin Harrison Jr.
Oh yeah.
MHJ. That's what it is.
MHJ. Cat fight. Hey, remember when Kramer said cat and Seinfeld when the two girls start fighting? He's like, cat fight.
Not really.
Yeah, that's how I feel about.
I don't remember that. Okay, Josh Allen, Devon Achane, and Marvin. We're looking good here. This is a good squad. This is the Smitty and Denny team. The Smitty and Denny team.
Oh, money.
Yeah.
Money.
Yeah, okay, so McBride just went, so no McBride. That's okay.
It's fine. Keep me posted. I should be I'm watching the wrong thing on TV.
Denny, you don't ever watch the show. Castro with a super chat while we're waiting. Smitty 10-man, Mahomes, Lawrence, CMC, Achane Wright. Achane Wright. I like this. Hold on, we're on the clock. Drake London. Woo. Drake London, Kenneth Walker, Olave, Waddle, Pitts, Devontae Adams, Neighbors, Ferguson. I'm kind of thinking Drake London here.
Christ, I'm looking at Walker.
Or Walker.
Walker or London.
You pick Denny.
Walker. Give me Walker.
Okay, Walker. Denny, you all right? You okay, Denny?
I'm good. I just get excited. I get excited.
A legend. Smitty's the GOAT. Thank you, Banto. Appreciate you dropping the celebratory message here, pal. What a combo, Denny and Smitty, he says. Okay, Castro with the $10 hauler, which gets a moon shot, young man. Let's hit that moon shot.
To the moon.
Denny hits the moonshine. 10-man Mahomes, CMC, Achane Wright, fantastic. Achane and Wright with CMC with Mahomes is crazy. Andrews, Ingram, I'm trading one of those guys. Definitely got to trade one of those guys. So you got Amari Cooper, Diggs, Devontae Smith, Coleman, Wicks. Yeah, trading Diggs and Ingram for London, I'd smash that, bro. So yeah, Smitty approve. But Castro, look at Jamar Chase too. We're talking about that all night long. I think that the Jamar Chase owners panicked. They're a panic Peter. Okay, Denny, we're almost on the clock here. What
do we got?
Well, hey, Drake London's still there. I think if Drake's there, we take him. Olave's nice. Kyle Pitts is there. Whoa. Neighbors is there. Neighbors against Minnesota. That's a pretty good. I think he could have a big day. Maybe we go Neighbors.
Oh, it's only week by week. This is crazy. I kind of like Olave. London.
Olave went. London. We almost took London at the other pick. This is a team.
Yeah, he's still there.
Denny and Smitty, look at this. Josh Allen, Devon Achane, Marvin Harrison Jr., Kenneth Walker, Drake London. Straight flyer.
With money. With so money. We don't even know it. You know what I mean? Okay.
So I think we got Kyle Pitts.
Get out of here.
You know why? You know why?
Why?
Well, I mean, maybe these two teams draft Kyle Pitts. I doubt it, though, because he's a tight end, and there's better options than a tight end on the board. But Ingram's on Team 6. McBride's on Team 5. That means that they don't need tight ends. So it looks like Kyle Pitts. We got Njoku, though. Njoku's pretty decent if anything happens.
Oh, the Brown?
Brock Bowers is there if need be. Brock Bowers. But we're going to get Kyle Pitts here. And, that's strategy right there. You can't go Kyle. Like, you got to think about this. You can't go Kyle Pitts when the two teams after you have a tight end already. So we made a smart move. We wouldn't have got London. So you go London, then you get Kyle Pitts anyway. Unless they take a tight end as a flex, which is a suicide move practically in these leagues. So, all right, here we go. Hold on. Here we go. Drake London, Trevor Lawrence, Pitts it is. Look at this team right here.
Oh, crushing it. This is like pistol whipping a blind kid.
Okay. We got Josh Allen, Devon Achane, Marvin Harrison Jr., Kenneth Walker, Drake London, Kyle Pitts. Just absolute smash.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, what else do we have?
All right. Hey, we got a $20 hauler. Do you mind if I play the $50 hauler celebration for him instead?
Oh, well,
just so we can hear. Just so we can hear you.
$50. Give me $50. I do have the voice. Smitty, give me $50. Oh.
Appreciate your $20 hauler. Who dat Lolo? Let's see here, guys. Let's jump in another draft real quick. Let me go back to this screen real quick. Go in, click the Battle Royale. I'm gonna wait 2 to 4 seconds here. Click the green button on the Battle Royale, week number 1. If you want to do these, hold on, Denny. If you want to do these, hold on, Denny. If you want to do these in the description, I've got the link to Underdog Fantasy. Click that link. It's also pinned in the live chat. That's how you get into these drafts. Then once you're in, you signed up, you've used the code, they've given you a 50% match on your first deposit, all the way up to $1,000. So if you're new to Underdog and you drop $2,000, they'll give you $1,000 bonus cash. If you do the minimum of $10, they'll give you $5. So just 50% on your first deposit, but you only have to do $10. And they give you a free pick. This Travis Kelce 0.5. So he just got 1 yard. Travis Kelce gets 1 yard. You win that one. You can attach that to any other grouping you have. And we're gonna jump in. The link's pinned. Hit the green button. If you don't get in, join another one. These are easy to do side by side. Okay, so let me go to the lobby real quickly. Hold on. Let me find my draft. Drafting soon. Where are you at? There's the Battle Royale. There's the draft board. Let me pull it up. All right, there we go. Let me go back to that. I got a super chat here. $20 hauler from Who Dat Lolo. He says, Smitty, 10-man, 0.56. Hurts, Garrett Wilson. So Hurts, Garrett Wilson, DK, Achane, Javonte, Kincaid. I love everything but Javonte, unfortunately. I love Javonte. I don't love the Javonte value right now. So bench is Chase Brown, Zamir, Daniel, Xavier Worthy, and Jordan Mason. I feel like
this is weak. Oh.
Yeah, you reach for Achane. I reached for Achane in the second round. No, you didn't. But I'm a believer in that's not an 8. That's not a reach. He's fine in the second round. I think where you reached is Javonte. But maybe you put Chase Brown in week 1. I mean, I'm not saying Javonte can't do well in week 1, but I would go with Chase Brown. So your whole thing here, Who that is, you're gonna wait. You're gonna wait to make a move. You're not trading any of these guys now. You'd be selling low. You're just going to try and eventually either get Chase Brown to ball out or Zamir to ball out, and that's your guy, or you're going to trade one of them if they're doing pretty well. I love Xavier Worthy, too. Xavier Worthy's fantastic, but you got to wait. Let these guys go play, but put Chase Brown in your lineup, and then I think coming out of week 1, we got some discussing to do. On the clock here in 1 second, it went Tyreek, Josh Allen, CD, Justin Jefferson, Bijan, and Achane are sitting there. Let's go, Bijan. Let's go, Bijan. Denny.
Okay.
All right, we're going Bijan. All right, Speedy's up. I guarantee you he's not letting Achane fall to us. I can bet my life on that. Let me get these other super chats out of the way. So, Castro, appreciate you. And Who Dat, appreciate you. Andrew, appreciate you with the $5. Achane and Jamar Chase were the 2 picks. I could have guaranteed you my life on both of those. So Bijan, I think maybe, do we go JT? Or do we say, give me Nico? And then we do like some sort of Stroud situation?
Best wide receiver. Best wide receiver right now.
Let's go Nico, and then we'll come back around. Maybe not look at some sort of stack. We don't have to do it, but we certainly could. Let's just go Nico. Let's do that. All right, Andrew, $5 hauler. Smitty, do I consider trading Josh Allen for elite back straight up? You have, who's your quarterback? Caleb is QB1. I wouldn't. JT, I don't. I mean, you could. It depends who you get, bro. Like if you could get an H.N. or Kyron or Barkley or JT, sure. But if you're gonna try and like do this for a player that's like in the 4th round or 3rd round, I'm not. I'm taking Josh Allen carries you week in and week out. Your move is to try and trade Pollard if he gets some sort of value later, or start right when the time comes, and then you're rolling with Pollard or Javonte right now, unfortunately. With JT. I only have JT. Yeah, I'm not trading Josh Allen. Trade Caleb maybe.
No.
Trade Caleb. All right, hold on a second. Let me get these. I got to get these super chats out real quick. Denny, you're doing a very good job of being quiet. I like this. Okay, do I consider Josh Allen? I got that trade out of the way. Luke, appreciate your $5 hauler. Wanted to say thank you for keeping the show PG. I listen to you at work over the loudspeaker so customers can hear, and it always strikes up football conversation. Okay, I try and keep it as PG as I can. There's only so much I can control. Denny, keep it PG. You hear him? He's playing it over the loudspeaker at work. Can you imagine? That's a lot of pressure. That's a lot of pressure for me. I went CJ Stroud without consulting with you. I'm sorry. But the fact that we got Nico, we got Bija, I went Stroud. I think Stroud's a fantastic pick here.
You stacked Nico.
Now we can grab Tank Dell, or we can go Ingram. We could go Olave. I kind of like getting Tank Dell here.
Oh, which is Houston. Which is going to live and die by Houston?
Yeah, why not? I mean, let's do it. Let's do it. We got Stroud, Nico, Dell, Bijan.
That's sick.
That is kind of fun.
Or yeah,
I'm having fun. You having fun? I'm having fun. I'm having fun. Spider, you having fun, Spider?
I hope we're at someone's work. No, I thought you said I was okay, Spider.
So Luke says I wanted to say thank you for keeping the show PG. I listened to you at work over the loudspeaker. Can you tell me what you do for work? What speaker is this at? Like a church? Like what are we talking? What are we talking about? Where am I being blasted with this kind of pressure of keeping it PG? I got a leaf blower in here. We're making it rain money, and I mean I got a lot of pressure to keep this thing PG now. This is being played over at the Checo Auto Parts or at the local church. I don't know where this guy works. Can we get a supermarket? Can we get an update? The supermarket. Can you imagine playing this over the supermarket speakers?
Luke the produce for a price check.
Price checks. I mean, I do a lot of screaming and yelling. It doesn't sound like appropriate for a produce department overhead speaker. Mahomes, Andrews, Jacobs, Connor, Monty, St. Brown, Puka, London. Can I get an update from him? Can somebody find out where he works?
Where does he work? What is he doing back there?
I don't know.
I always wonder what Luke's doing.
I know.
He's at work.
He's hang gliding. Boom! Mahomes, Andrews, Jacobs, Connor, Monty, St. Brown. My running backs are good. I guess I would say if this is my team, I'd be very tempted to trade Connor or Monty with DJ Moore for one better player, or the same thing with Pittman and Deontay. That combination, what can I get? Bigger, stronger player using that combination of players. A Banto with a $4. Appreciate a Banto coming in strong. Says 12 team, 0.5. Mahomes, JD5, Kyron, Corum, Jacobs, Wright, Steele, Dowdle, AJB, Devontae Smith, McLaurin, Worthy, Coleman. I don't think you need to do anything. This is fantastic. AJB, Devontae Smith, McLaurin, Dowdle, and McLaurin for one slightly better player maybe. Because you have both Eagle players, don't necessarily think it's the wisest move in non-best ball. So maybe you trade Devontae Smith and Dowdle for a one bigger, stronger player. Maybe you go after Jamar Chase. Charles T with a $20 hauler. I'm gonna do that as soon as we make our pick. We're on the clock, Denny.
We need to run him back.
Denny,
let's go run him back.
We're on the clock. We
go
don't.
run-
We don't need to go
let's
running
go.
back. We don't need to go running back. We have our choice of a flex, and then we have a tight end. So that's it. So the DK Metcalf's there. DK Metcalf, Mostert,
No.
Neighbors. Hurry!
I like that. Who else? Metcalf.
I had to
Who's
pick.
the last one?
I had to pick DK. We're timing out.
Okay.
Sorry, Denny. Where did he say he worked? Oh, vape. Okay, that makes sense. I think at a vape shop. I think I'm very appropriate for that.
Oh.
I think that definitely makes sense.
I was hoping he worked in a supermarket.
I was hoping he worked in like a church or something.
I was looking over.
You
So
imagine?
it's like maybe 2 people on a busy day that hear us right now.
Well, I don't know. I mean, he spread the gospel of the fantasy football show at the vape shop. I'm fine with that. Hey, Luke to the moon. Luke to the mother freaking moon.
To the moon.
Moon. Hey, Luke.
Skywalker.
Luke, are there any customers in there? And can you tell me their names? We're gonna shout them out right now. We're gonna shout them out right now. I want customer names right now. Every customer that's in there. We got Njoku, Schultz. Oh, do we go Schultz? We got the whole stack. Dalton Schultz, Houston Texan tight end. Let's go. Do we?
What about a bye week? No, Njoku. What about a bye week?
Bye week. This is week one. This is week one, Denny. This is week one.
The guy from the Schultz.
Good. Done.
You got it?
Done. There's no buys. It's week one. This is a week one contest.
Sorry, I'm so used to
All right.
Dynasty.
I don't know if this guy.
having-
We got an 850 caller. 850. Who is this and where are you calling from? 850. Where are you calling from? What's your name? 850. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Maurice, and I'm calling from Crestview, Florida.
Maurice from Florida. Maurice, what's up, my guy?
How you doing? Just drafted and looking at my roster, making sure didn't make a mistake. I got a 10-man PRP league, and my roster is looking like. Let me open this up here just to make sure.
You weren't prepared. You weren't prepared for this moment, were you, pal? You called into the show. Who am I talking to again? It's Maurice. Maurice, we got it. We got people at local vape shops just waiting for content, and we got Maurice dragging his feet. We got customers.
I got Jaden Daniels, Devon A. Chan, Kyrene Williams, Marvin Harrison.
Kyrene Williams?
Yeah, Kyrene. Marvin
He
Harrison.
sounds like me years ago, man. Smitty. Remember when I used to pretend I knew what was going on? Smitty. I love it.
Kyrene.
Hey, Maurice. Some people call him Maurice. I call him a gangster.
Bajan.
Leave my neighbor alone.
Maureen.
Leave my neighbor alone.
Come on, Maurice. It's Kyron, not Kyrene. All right, hold on. Everybody quiet on the phone line. Let me help Maurice. Maurice, if I called you Moral Race, that would be similar to calling Kyrene. But go ahead. Read your team off.
Yeah.
Read your team off one more time, Maurice. Go ahead.
Yes, Jaden Daniels, Achan, Kyrene,
Achan.
Achan, love the song.
Okay, go ahead.
So we got Devon A. Chan,
There you
Marvin Harrison Jr.
go. Okay, he's got it.
Garrett Wilson,
Garrett Wilson.
Jake Ferguson,
It's
Calvin
Jay
Ridley.
Ferguson. Okay,
And on the bench,
you got Ridley.
Quorum,
Okay, Coram.
Calvin Ridley,
Okay, Ridley.
Blake
Got it.
Quorum.
I think he's the only guy in this league. Are you the only guy in your league?
Ridley.
Yeah, you just said everybody. Maurice.
Aaron.
Come on.
Okay, what can I do for you? What's the question? It's a good team. It's a good team, bro.
Yeah, Blake Quorum, Tank Dell, Jordan Love, Tajay Spears, Brian Thomas Jr., and Jalen Warren.
Okay, good team. You want advice? Is that so? You want like what to trade?
Yeah, like is there anybody I can upgrade? Was that a solid draft?
A solid draft. Name the starters again real quick. Denny got me so distracted. Let me write it down this time. Let me write it down. We're gonna draft again after this. Go ahead. Hit me with the get. I got Kyrene. I've got. Okay, go ahead. Achan.
Smitty.
For
Kyrene.
picking on my neighbor.
Kyrene.
Jaden Daniels or Jordan Love. I got both of them.
Okay.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
Got it.
Garrett Wilson. Jake Ferguson. And then at the flex, it can be Calvin Ridley or Tank Dell.
Yeah. I mean, bro, what size league is this again?
This is a 10-man PRP league.
10-man. I mean, for 10-man, it's still very good. Like 10-man, you're going to be stacked. But I mean, you got 2 top 5 running backs in my mind. You have 2 top 10 wide receivers easily, and one of these is going to be top 5. You've got a sneaky top 5 or sneaky top 7 to 12 wide receiver in Dell Ridley, and you've got a QB room that arguably one of those guys, and you can rotate them based on matchup even, is going to produce top 7 quarterback numbers, like if you were to get it right each week. So this is you crush it. You crush it. I don't even know that I would. I don't know that I'd tell you to make any trades because I love Dell and the flex. I mean, could you get another like could you go to the Jamar Chase owner who's panicking right now and say I'll give you Ridley and Dell or Ridley and Garrett Wilson for a Chase? You could, but you could also make a case that Garrett Wilson is just going to be a top 5 wide receiver anyway. So why not keep him? So I like your team. Maybe contemplate some bench players with Dell Ridley to go get Jamar Chase. But past that, just walk into week 1 or Ridley and Love or Ridley and whatever. But 10-man league, a lot of people don't want quarterbacks. They never trade for quarterbacks. So you're probably stuck with JD Love, which I shouldn't say stuck because it's really good. But that's it. That's what we're looking at.
Yeah, like I said, I'm really high on Garrett Wilson. I think he probably practices to get the best corner in the league. So
yeah, Garrett
everybody
Wilson's
else.
This $20 hauler by Charles T. Hang tight real quick, phone line. Just everybody be quiet for a second. 0.5, JD5, McCaffrey, Pacheco, D. Barrow, Rasheed Race. I've got Kyle Pitts and Javonte. Bench. I'm just messing with you, Maurice. I love you, pal. Maurice, you're already a fan favorite.
No, man, I love your content, man.
You're already a fan favorite. People love it. Ron.
Here's about 22. I see you.
Trade offers McCaffrey and Watson or Javonte for Bijan and Josh Jacobs. I take Bijan and Josh Jacobs in a mil a second. Because why? I'm taking Bijan over CMC in a draft anyway. You're going to give me Jacobs for it? Charles T., you get this trade done. I quit my job. I come work for you. Okay, boys, let me get this last super chat out of the way. I'm sure we'll get more, but at least let me clear the docket. $5 hauler from Alejandro, who says, rate my team. T-Law, Rashad White, B-Rob. I think that's Brian Robinson because you're listing him after Rashad White, so I assume it's Brian Robinson, which I'm very disappointed at this point. I'm very, very not a fan of this team. T-Law, Rashad White, Brian Robinson. This better be so backloaded. Jamar Chase, A.J. Brown, Waddle, Mark Andrews, George Pickens, Higgins. It's good, but it still didn't catch up and get back to par. You've got to trade Pickens or Higgins or somebody or even Waddle to get some sort of remnants of an elite running back stable. I like Rashad White as your 2 potentially. So B-Rob and Waddle, B-Rob and Pickens, B-Rob and Higgins for one bigger, stronger, better player at running back. And that could be Achan, Kyren, Barkley, JT, any of those boys. You do that, you're gonna change the balance of this team and get back in my good graces. And this one right here from Sam, and I appreciate your super chat. Sam, $10 hauler gets a moonshot first of all. And second of all, Smitty, I traded for Jamar Chase in Dynasty today, which is what we've been recommending everybody try and do. Go get Chase, go get Chase, go get Chase. Don't necessarily draft him unless you get him in the second round, but trade for him. Rate my team. Hurts, Love, Bo Nix, wide receivers, A.J. Brown, Chase, Garrett Wilson, unbelievable. Saquon, Breece Hall, Grandma, Grandma League. This can't even be a 10-man league, but you're absolutely a 8.8, highest score I've ever given so far this year. I'd easily give that score to that team, assuming it's at least a 10-man league. If it's an 8-man league, you still scored an 8 in my book. All right, guys, we're going to get into another draft. Please go to the Underdog Fantasy app. Underdog will match your first deposit up to 50%. So if you drop $100, they'll give you $50. You do the $10 minimum, they'll give you $5. You do $2,000, they'll give you $1,000, all the way up to $1,000. And if you use that link that's in the description of the video or pinned in the live chat, you get a free pick and that upgrade. So go do that live. Battle Royale. Click the week 1 button. Click the green button now. Join now. Battle Royale week number 1. And this is one of those contests where it doesn't matter if we're all in the same draft. There's so many players. You're not going to feel sniped one single bit. All right, Ron Navy, you're live. What's up, Ron?
Yeah, Maurice, hey, you is it raining over there in Crestview?
Oh, God.
What's that?
Is it raining there in Crestview?
Nope. We good to go.
Like it is here in
Ron
Pensacola?
loves talking neighbor talk. He just loves neighbor talk. That's his favorite thing to
He's
do.
my neighbor. He's like
I
right
know
down,
he's your neighbor, but this is
he's
the
right
fantasy
down the
football
road
show,
from
Ron,
me.
not the barbecue show or like the.
Hey, it's the Denny Show. If you can have Denny, you can have me talking to my Crestview neighbor here.
That's Ron Navy's neighbor. No,
I heard.
That's what. So that I knew it was Ron Navy. It was Ron Navy. All right, that was Ron's neighbor.
Okay,
Oh,
hold on, boys.
He's
Hold on,
doing-
boys.
yeah.
I don't want to have to do a phone line dump. Everybody keep it as controlled as you can. Ron, go ahead. What can I do for you, Ron? And then I'm going to be on the clock here in a second at the 2 pick. Go ahead, Ron.
Yeah. Well, I heard you call 850, and that's our area code here. So, yeah.
Sam.
And then, Maurice on Crestview. Of course, I had to call him.
Yeah, that's your neighbor. That'd be so funny.
And you're
He's like,
picking on him. Don't pick on my neighbor. We always mispronounce names in this area. You know that.
Yeah.
I'm on Ron. I'm on Ron.
I'm on Ron.
Hey, I'm on Ron.
He's not there. Let's go Josh Allen again here. Actually, let's go Josh Allen. Josh Allen. This is the morning and afternoon slate of games. It's not the. All right, Scotty Dew's calling
That's
from.
a safe pick.
Hold on, Scotty Dew's calling from Hawaii. Scotty, what's the weather like in Hawaii right now?
Oh my God, super warm and humid.
Yeah, you guys have humid. It's so humid there. It's so humid in Hawaii. Scotty, what can I do for you real quick?
I had a draft today, my friend. I took Burrow in the 8th round. Everyone was sleeping on him. I got T. Higgins in the 4th round. What a steal! I'm kind of worried about the Jamar Chase thing. What do you expect that's going to happen?
I mean, I like T. Higgins. I don't think he's a steal in round 4. I think he's decent value there for sure. But I wouldn't call him a steal. But I would say, that's good. It depends on what else you got. See, what'd you get in rounds 1, 2, and 3?
Give me 2 seconds. Let me see. I was in the back of the 1st round. I got A.J. Brown.
Okay.
Got A.J. Brown, Marvin Harrison. The back of the.
I got. Hey, let me just tell you from the jump. I don't like the sound of this already, because you got A.J. Brown and MHJ. I love those 2 picks, but then you also got T. Higgins in round 4. And what do your RBs look like?
So my wide receivers are A.J. Brown. So 2 flex.
I know your wide receiver. You
A.J.
said
Brown. Okay. So A.J. Brown, Marvin Harrison, Godwin, and T. Higgins in my flex.
Okay.
My running backs are Walker.
Denny, stop. Denny, stop. Hold on. I can't hear. Everybody's screaming in the back. What
gonna help the pick?
Denny, there's no Amon Ra here. Go ahead and say, who are your running backs?
My running backs are Walker, Monty, Jonathan Brooks, and Jerome Ford, and then I have a bunch of
Not bad.
like Jalen Wright, Mason.
Yeah, it's not a bad.
Brandon Allen on my bench.
It's not
And
a
my
bad team.
I got Burrow and Njoku at quarterback and tight end.
I like.
Pretty competitive, dude. It wasn't easy.
I like it, but I think I just don't love the wide receiver approach this year. I don't think it gives a lot of. I think there's too many wide receivers that fall, and there's not a lot of running backs that fall. At least in home leagues. In best ball, it can be totally different. But I don't know. I like your team. I'd say I wouldn't give it an 8 out of 10. I'd say you're in the 7s, but one player that's already on your team that explodes and becomes better than they ever should have been, and then boom, you're there. Or you hit waiver wire, you smash that, you get that guy. I don't hate your team at all. I don't hate it. I just think that it is tough sledding going wide receiver, especially when you told me you already went wide receiver in round 4. Real quickly, hold on, I'm on the clock here. Josh Allen, Jamar Chase. Yeah. Josh Allen, Jamar Chase, Kincaid, McBride, or Marvin Harrison Jr. here, boys.
McBride, dude.
What? You guys are no help. You guys are no help. I got a phone line full of 8 people. I went MHJ. All right, hold on. Ron Navy's with a super chat. Of course, we knew this was coming. Crestview in the house. Good to see you. Ron felt like he just met this guy and shook his hand. I love Ron. Ron to the moon.
Alert. Super chat alert.
Ron, if it wasn't in the middle,
You don't think?
if the leaf blower wasn't so loud, I'd fire off the leaf blower right now.
Ron's the type of guy, if you go to the grocery store and you see him, you're going to be there for half an hour talking to him. Because he's too friendly.
Ron,
That might happen.
Thanks for the $20 hauler. Ron also gifted memberships up in this mug. Man, I need to. God, why didn't I reset the thing? It's not letting us know that.
Hey, Scotty do got one.
Scotty do got one over in Hawaii. Nice. I didn't have the alerts reset, so it doesn't show them. Damn it. Ron Navy dropping. How many did you drop, Ron? 20 gifted memberships from Ron. Please thank Ron. And if you got one, shout him out. 20 gifted memberships from Ron Navy. Okay, let me clear these super chats out. There's only, I think, 2. Ron Navy with the 20 gifted memberships. That's one. The $20 hauler. And then the last one is this right here from LOL. LOL says, rate my team. Mahomes, Henry, Achane, Dell, Collins, Ingram, Hill. I assume that can't be Tyreek Hill. That's Tyreek Hill. Or is it?
Wow.
Maybe it's Taysom Hill. No, he is Ingram. That's got to be Tyreek Hill. So you got Tyreek Hill, Dell, Achane, Henry, Collins, Ingram, Worthy, and Mahomes. That's I call cap on that.
That's good.
I call cap on that. All right, guys, we're on the clock. Jamar Chase, the team so far is Josh Allen, Jamar Chase, Marvin Harrison Jr., and now on the clock. Ingram, Kenneth Walker. I got 6 seconds.
Walker.
Hold on. On that note, let's play Skywalker. Hold on. Let's give this guy some respect.
Kenneth Skywalker. Kenneth Lightsaber swinging Skywalker.
LOL says Mahomes, Henry, H. That's a good team. If you got Tyreek Hill, that's crazy. There's nothing to even do there. What are you going to do? Okay, on the clock. We got Harrison.
I got the dream team.
Do we go with Neighbors, Waddle, Ferguson, Metcalf? Metcalf?
All day Waddle, bro.
Or
Waddle.
Dell?
Metcalf. Or you can go Dell.
Neighbors.
Dell or Metcalf.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Like a good neighbor has no quarterback.
I went DK. You guys are all over the place. I went DK.
I said DK.
Yeah, well, you got your wish. Everybody's yelling. I just went with what I thought because no one was on the same page. We got a phone line full of like this. Is now we're adding Redwood. The Redwood's on. That's got like 9 people on the phone line. Hold on. LOL, good team.
Only 9?
Yeah, I don't know that you need to make any trades. Just let that team fire off. And I'm Old Greg's for the $5 hauler says, got another offer. CD for Achane and Cooper, or
no.
First of all, yes. The answer is yes. I take Cooper and Achane, Cooper Kupp and Achane in a millisecond for CD Lamb.
No
Yes,
way.
of course I would. What are you talking about? And second of all, don't this one right here, Cooper Kupp or Amari Cooper. There's a big difference between that. It's a hell no on the Amari. It's a hell yes on the Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp and Achane for CD is a fantastic.
Cooper Kupp. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well-
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Now you see it. All right.
I think you meant Amari Cooper.
Well, he did say that too when I said that. That's why I said it's a big difference. All right, hold on. Let me go around the phone line here. Let's go to Mo from San Marcos. And, hopefully Ron wasn't stationed in San Marcos at some point because Ron's going to be like, "Hey, where were you? The grocery store over on San Marcos Avenue. Have you ever been to it?"
Hey, man.
What's up, bro?
That's different.
Yeah, no, I wanted to see if what you think I could do to upgrade my RB2. Right now I got Najee. I mean, I like the rest of my team. I went CD in the first, and then I went HN in the second, Cup in the third, Rice in the fourth,
Nice.
Lamar in the fifth.
Love it.
Where did I go in the sixth? Oh, Najee in the sixth, McLaurin in the seventh, Fergie in the eighth, and then
You're good, bro.
Ford in the ninth. Yeah.
You're good.
You think I should make any deal?
You know, Ron won't like this, but I am trying to trade Najee wherever I have him, only because I really believe in Warren.
You're like my team, though.
Yeah, I really believe in Warren. So, I look for those opportunities. Maybe getting into a Jacobs and Pacheco somehow, some way. Maybe getting into a Walker or an ETN. But is Najee capable? 100%. But I just feel like Arthur Smith doesn't feel safe. We just got burned by Arthur Smith. How can I trust him with the draft capital that is sitting there with Najee? Warren's a lot later, so the risk is lower. Plus, I just feel like his ability to be the utility master over there, like he can do everything. He's going to be, I think, the better receiving back. I just think Warren's going to rise up, but I don't want to risk value on Warren either, though. If Warren climbed up to like round 5 or something, I'd probably be out. So part of the appeal is that he costs very little. So I don't know. Try and maybe negotiate some sort of Najee upgrade. But you don't need to do it. Your team's stacked, but that's something. Who was your quarterback?
Lamar.
So maybe Lamar and Najee for Hurts or Mahomes or Josh Allen. See if that person needs an RB. That would be fantastic. Who's your running back? Your running back 2 was who?
So my running back 1 is HN.
Yeah.
My running back 2 is Najee, and my running back 3 is Ford.
Okay, so you'd be risking a little bit not going for a Jacobs or Pacheco if you were to do a trade. But could I throw Ford in? Yeah, I could. All right, hey, let me. You got. All right, who's talking and laughing in the background? Like, mute yourself. All right, Mo, I gotta go, pal. Appreciate you. I gotta clear these phone. This phone line is just out of control. Scotty, final thoughts. I gotta clear you off. What can I do for you, real quickly, bro?
Final thoughts is, what do you think about A.J. Brown and Marvin Harrison? You don't think they're going to be 2 top 10 receivers?
I do like, but again, that's like saying it's kind of like the example of you have a pitcher of water and you have 6 cups and you can't fill all the cups to the top. Can everybody mute that's not talking? Because whoever's mouth breathing and just like dragging their body against the phone like this, it's really loud. So you take that pitcher and you pour water into each of the cups. If you pour all the water out of the pitcher, let's say they all get to 60% full. Like it really is a game of you have 2 cups completely full on your 2 wide receivers. You've lowered the amount of water in the other spots. And if you believe you could go into the waiver wire or your sleepers you've drafted can make those cups that have very little water in them increase without taking the water out of the cups that have the full, glasses. And at the end of the day, you're pouring everything back into the pitcher and it's higher amount of water than when you first started. Like, that's how you look at fantasy. So do I think that you're put in the best position, the allocation of resources to dominate? I don't know. I don't think I like the look of a team that goes wide receiver better than a team that goes either running back, or wide receiver, running back, wide receiver. Can it be done? Absolutely. If you get a Jacobs to fall and you got Walker and Jacobs, you got Pacheco and Walker, but your second running back was who?
Monty, man. Monty's going to get like 10 touchdowns, bro.
He's okay. So the way you win your league is if Monty absolutely balls out all year long. If Walker and Monty become top 10 running backs, or both top 12 and one's a top 7 to 10, then you can win the league. So there's nothing wrong with your team. I'm just saying I don't love that approach. I didn't like hearing that you went Higgins in round 4 when you went wide receiver, because that means you punted RB bad. But RB to me wins home leagues. I think RB and quarterback win home leagues. I think the wide receivers, all positions are deep, but the wide receivers specifically, the fact that you can get a Cooper Kupp in the 3rd round sometimes, a Deebo Samuel in the 3rd round, the fact that Rashee Rice and DK and Devontae Smith, these are all top 10 potential wide receivers, are all sitting there in rounds 3, 4, sometimes 5, is wild to me. So I'm scooping up the RBs and I'm drafting 2, 3 of those wide receivers that I think are going to way outperform. And Cooper Kupp and Rice and, Worthy. I even have Rice and Worthy and Cooper Kupp as a wide receiver stable. And I was able to go Kyron and Achane. I went Kyron, Achane, Mahomes, Cooper Kupp, Rice. I think I got Tank Dell in that draft. I'm just home leagues. You can't do it in best ball, but in home leagues you can crush depending on how people are sleeping on Kupp. Some formats sleep. I don't know if that's Scotty Dew's background. Maybe it is Scotty Dew's background. All right. Hey, Scotty, got to go. Appreciate you. Don't take offense to it. I like your team. I just don't love it more than a running back team, but I like it.
Okay, thanks, bud. Appreciate it.
Okay, yeah, that's not Scott. I hung up on Scotty, and I still hear somebody's background noise. Who is that? Who's not muting?
It's not me, Smitty. I'll tell you that.
Denny, is that you? Denny hung up. Who's that? Like, I'm asking a serious question. Who's not muting? Because there's like loud music in the background. Someone's screaming and yelling in the background. It's like, just mute. It's pretty simple. Travis.
This is Redwood. It's not me. Just so you know.
All right, Travis. What's up, Travis?
Yeah, so in Dynasty, we had a draft tonight, and I have MHJ and Neighbors, and I have Olave and London and Nico. I have tons of receivers, so I'm looking to make some moves. And would you be willing to give up Olave and Achane and something else? I don't know, whether it's a Reed or something like that for Brees.
No. Olave and Denny did hang up 15 minutes ago. He said Denny just super chatted $10. Denny, $10 holler. Denny, I'm gonna give you a Mars shot.
To Mars.
Appreciate you, Denny. No, I think Achane is. I think Achane. I would not give up an Olave and Achane for Brees. I would give up maybe an Achane and, like you said, Reed, like someone like that. Yeah, but Achane and Olave, Achane and a second round wide receiver. Like, no, Achane to me can hang with Brees Hall. Like, I'd draft Brees Hall over Achane, but that said, I mean, come on, like Achane could be as good as anybody. He could be the number 1 running back, really.
So I have to go and get either Mostert or Wright. Would you give up like an Addison or a Reed for Wright?
Oh, yeah, especially in that situation, for sure. I love Reed. I don't want to get rid of Reed, but absolutely. Jimmy with the $5 holler rate. Oh, go ahead. What?
No, I was just saying, so rather than overpay for a Brees, just do my best to cuff Achane and roll with it.
I would probably do that. Jimmy with the 5 says, rate my team 12-team, pick 6, Chase, Karen Williams, Kelsey, Cooks. You mean Brandon Cook, James Cook, right? I hope he didn't take Brandon Cooks in round 4. Amari Cooper, Connor, Pickens, Kirk, Chubb, Thomas Jr., Tua, Hawkinson. I like the team. I don't love Amari Cooper, and I don't love Brandon Cook. So you got me thinking you drafted Brandon Cooks. I don't like James Cook or Amari Cooper or James Conner at that 4, 5, 6 string of picks. That's where I would have gone a different direction, and I would have absolutely loved my team if I had started the way you did. But that's me. You might love James Cook. You might love Amari Cooper. You might love James Conner. If you have Connor and Benson, it's solid. But I think I just would have went a different direction there. Like Mahomes is oftentimes there. If not, then if Hurts is there, you take him. And if not, I'd rather, instead of James Cook, I'd rather go Jacobs. If he's not there, I'd rather go Walker. If he's not there, I could go Laporta, Kincaid, McBride, whatever, which would be a little bit early. But that's just kind of the way I would take it. If this was my team, I'd be trying to trade James Cook before he fumbles the ball away or the job away. And I think he could definitely be okay this year, but at 4th round value, I don't like it. And if you could trade him at 4th round value, I'd do it. If you can't, then go get Davis. Make sure he's cuffed. I really like Davis. I could be wrong on James Cook, but I just don't trust him. I don't trust him. Not to mention I don't trust him, especially with fumbles and everything. I don't trust the team to stick to one running back consistently and use the running back that way, because they don't do it that way. And Amari Cooper with Watson, I don't trust Watson. With Connor, I don't trust how old he is. I love the Pickens value at round 7. That's crazy. But Kirk and James Cook, Kirk and Cooper and Cook for one player, you could easily flip this around, and not that it's bad, but turn it into something absolutely glorious. And went Dell over Higgins in round 5. I do the same thing. I know everybody loves Higgins, and I like Higgins. I just don't love Higgins like everybody else, but I do like him. I don't hate T. Higgins, but I like Tank Dell, and a lot of people don't, and that's fine. All right, let me go to Alex from Pennsylvania. Alex, you got 30 seconds, then I'm going to boot you off. I'm going to get you guys off the phone line so I can go eat some food. I haven't eaten dinner yet. It's freaking 11 o'clock.
All right, Smitty, full 10-man PPR.
Yeah.
All right, Love, Jonathan Taylor, Achane, St. Brown, Debo, Kyle Pitts, Neighbors, and then I got Jalen. I got Jalen Wright and Mostert to go along with Achane.
I don't even know what you do with that. You can't trade. Like, that's just let it ride, bro. And every one of those players should gain value. And the advantage of you waiting is that I could promise you, though, if there's one thing I could promise you, is that walking out of week 1, players will have slumped. You know, we're gonna have a handful of buy lows to talk about, and I think you have an arsenal of players to potentially go after some of those guys with. So we'll talk about that. Kind of like Jamar Chase right now is a good buy low. You know, we'll have like 10 of those, 15 of those.
I got St. Brown in the 1st round, Taylor in the 2nd round, Achane, and then Debo in the 4th round.
Yeah, that's filthy. Yeah, almost so good that no one's as proud of you. Like, it's kind of like going to a Pop Warner field, you know, as an adult and going and playing, and then, you know what I mean? Like, you just annihilated them, bro. All right, got to go, bro. Appreciate you, Alex. We'll see you later. Good job. You smashed your draft. 8.5 out of 10 minimum. Maurice, final thoughts, Maurice?
Only thing I got is, would you start Jordan Love versus the Eagles, or would you start Jaden Daniels over the Buccaneers?
That's a tough one because of the game and everything, you know, where it's at. And what do you guys think?
I'm thinking Jaden Daniels because the pass defense is really bad for the Bucs. Because I'm actually a Bucs fan.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go Jordan Love just in week 1 till we see what's what. I don't think you would lose sleep at night if a JD5 had 4 touchdowns on your bench as much as you would if Jordan Love did and Jaden Daniels had like a struggling first week out or something. So
Daniels is gonna smash it.
Yeah, I love Daniels, but I think I'm okay with what?
Daniels is gonna smash it week 1.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. Tough to say, bro. Trust your gut. What's the chat say? Jordan Love or Daniels? The only thing that worries me about Love is just that matchup situation this week. I don't know.
Much improved defense. Much improved.
Let's see here. Do we swing in favor of JD5 just for this week even? Because it's a unique week.
I like Daniels this week.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to say.
Who are the Packers playing?
And those overseas games, they tend to be lower scoring for whatever reason.
That's what I'm saying. That's the part that's making me. That's the part that's making me say. That's the part that's making me say I don't like. I don't like that matchup at all. I don't like that. I don't like that situation.
Who knows about Brazil?
Yeah, I hate that Brazil game. I can't stand that. I think it's ridiculous. I think it's so ridiculous to take the NFL players out of their environment, make them travel, put them at risk, whatever. People get mad about that, but the players are saying themselves, they're giving these instructions of things they can and cannot do to be safe. And here they got to be jet lagged, and we're doing what? Going to another area. I love that it's broadcasted and the NFL's getting expanded outside of the United States, but why does it have to be played? Money. I know it's because of money, but why does it have to be played overseas? It's ridiculous. It's absolutely just, and not to mention, to be honest with you, it offends me that they're more worried about a population of people that don't really love the NFL quite like the United States and cater to those time zones where I'm somebody that now misses some of these games that are overseas that are at like 6 a.m. or 5 my time in Arizona. Like, they don't care. Like, what about that population of people that are avid viewers that now can't watch the game?
Time for Smitty rants.
It's ridiculous. I guess I would say because of the situation, I think Jordan Love still could have a good day, but I guess I'm gonna go. I'm gonna swing to JD5. I think I am. Let's put our balls on the line.
Yep, that's what I'm doing too.
Let's put our balls in line. I'm a new Kyron sponsor, says Jaime. Jaime wants on the Kyron clip. For those that don't know, $100 haulers get to claim only 2 spots per video. Sponsorship rights of that video, basically, where you get your name on the screen. And he wants the Kyron video, which is right here. Let me play it. Here it is. Congrats, Jaime. This is now your spot, pal. You are one of 2. There's 1 spot left on the Kyron video.
He's Kyron.
Hold on,
He's
guys.
7 feet tall, and he knows how to handle a ball. He's Kyron. He can take frowns and turn them upside down with his touchdowns.
Jaime has one of the 2 spots there. Once they're gone, they're gone. Nope. The only video you can't, like, in terms of those drops, is the Supernova drop. That's the only one I'm not going to do that on, because it's going to change from year to year. I'm going to do things to it. I just don't want to. So any of those stagnant videos that are never going to change, like it's about Dell, it's about Kyron. So Jaime got that one. Congrats, Jaime, in dropping the $50 hauler.
Give me $50 holler. Get by the brother Smitty. Give me $50. Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate you. And then the last super chat here, $10 hauler from Paul. Paul says, hey, Smitty, please rate my team. 12 team. Lamar, AJB, Debo, Acham, Mostert, Rashee Rice. Love the squad. I do love it. AJ Brown, Debo, Acham, Mostert's fantastic. It's like, it feels like it has a little, how do I say, lacking a little bit of, like, tiny bit of depth, but I still like it a lot. It's still very, very solid. I would say, take it into week 1, and then we'll see what's what coming out. Make sure you stay very, very waiver wire on the alert for the waiver wire guys. Make sure you don't miss out on the top waiver pickup of the year or anything like that, because that could be a real difference maker for your team. Because you could use one extra like player, like Dowdle. I would be tempted to trade Dowdle and Mostert for a slight upgrade, or maybe you're going and getting. Oh no, you got Achane. Yeah, never mind. Maybe you're going. You got to go get. How about Dowdle and Lamar for a slight quarterback upgrade? If you had Hurts in there or somebody slightly, and he's right there at 5'6" for me. But if you were to get a top 3 quarterback using Dowdle, now all of a sudden I freaking love the team. You're going with the triple Miami Dolphin backfield, so it's Achane and Wright. If Mostert, Achane and Mostert. And if Mostert goes down, Wright goes right in. You got him cuffed. Fantastic deployment there. Who cares about the bye week? You'll figure it out. And you just take your L in 1 week, and then you don't bleed out all year long. I like that. That's the way I approach it, honestly, if I can. Dowdle and Lamar, maybe. And Dowdle, if you don't get it pulled off this week, if Dowdle does go nuts, you'll have a nice little if he does go nuts, you'll have a nice little trade piece for next week if you don't get a trade done. All right. Thank you, Maurice. Appreciate you. Next up is Steven from Iowa. You got 30 seconds. I got to keep you on a strict time here. I'm actually going to disconnect. Yeah. There you go. 30 seconds. Hurry.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Smitty, thanks. 10-man, 2 keeper. My keepers were Kyler and James Cook. Don't know where to go. Have my draft. And my team is Kyler, James Cook, Jahmyr Gibbs, Marvin Harrison Jr., Rushy Rice, Trey McBride, Calvin Ridley, and then I got Jerome Ford on the bench with Ray Davis.
Okay, quick question. Go. You just want me to rate it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we'll know where I need to upgrade.
Okay. You said McBride, Ridley, and who's the last guy?
McBride, Ridley, and then Jerome Ford on the bench.
All right. Appreciate you, bro. I'll do it right now. All right, Steven, appreciate you. Kyler, Cook, I'm trying to upgrade Cook if I can. I love Gibbs, MHJ, don't touch that. Rice, don't touch that. McBride, I don't know that you have, you don't really have the ability to do anything other than wait this out because I don't want you trading these guys. So Ridley's kind of nice to keep and to trade. I mean, I guess you could explore if Ridley's your flex, you could put Ford into your flex, Ridley and James Cook for a slight running back upgrade to the tune of a Pacheco or above that, just comb through that. That's what I'd probably do. I trust Ford enough to put him in this flex spot. So that would be my advice there. You could also do a wide receiver maneuver and put Ford in a running back spot, and you'd be risking the biscuit a little bit there on Ford, but Gibbs and Ford, and if James Cook and Ridley got you a Cooper Kupp or something like that, that also works. I like that in the same way. It's just balancing of your resources. Rock Out, have I gotten a Rock Out yet? Rock Out, what's up, pal?
Yeah, I need help on my flex. It's between 4 people. I need 2.
Okay.
James Conner, DK, Neighbors, and Reed.
Conner, Reed, Neighbors, and who?
DK.
And you need 1 or 2?
2.
So I think you probably, as much as Conner's got upside, I'm going to scratch Conner out, Reed out. Yeah, it's going to be Neighbors and DK for me. Reed's tempting, but again, for the same reasons we didn't want Jordan Love, let's go ahead and stay away from Reed, I think, this week at least. Neighbors is going to be saturated with targets. Whether he gets touchdowns or not, another question. But Neighbors is a tough guy to sit. The volume's there. DK has the ability to be a top 6 to 10 wide receiver this year. Easy call for me. Neighbors, DK, do it live.
Appreciate it.
All right, Rock Out to the moon. Appreciate you, Rock Out. Later, bro. Redwood, 30 seconds, go.
Thanks, Smitty. So I'll just. Okay, so
10 seconds. 10 seconds to your 30. You're gone.
I know it's just the pressure. Okay, so what do you think about? Because on my other, you rated my other team earlier, but on this one, I went Gibbs and Montgomery. What do you think about having both of them?
I don't love it in redraft, to be honest with you, unless it's a cuff situation. But it's okay. It's similar to the Miami one in a way. Huh?
No, it's just the regular league.
So it's similar. It's similar to the Miami Dolphins situation in a way. They're standalone in a way. They kind of almost don't. Gibbs and Monty, you can start both of them, just like you can start Mostert and Achane. It's not bad. I don't think it's something you need to necessarily dismantle. But if I had a bench player or someone like DJ Moore in my lineup, and I had Worthy sitting there on the bench, I would trade DJ Moore and Monty together for one bigger, better player. And then I'm not worried about this cuffing feeling I have. I'm more worried about the inconsistencies between having both of them in my lineup. So DJ Moore and Monty. So what player do you have wide receiver wise that you could couple with Monty? And do you have a player like Worthy on the bench?
My wide receivers are super deep. I got Kyrie, Marvin Harrison Jr., Olave, McLaurin, Tank Dell, and Xavier Worthy.
Okay, so Worthy goes in your lineup if you need it, but McLaurin and Monty for one better player. McLaurin and Dell for one better, or Monty and Dell for one better player, potentially. So just trying to upgrade Monty. You're going after Pacheco, Diggs, Barkley, ETN, Achane, Kyron, and that would be most of them. But I think you could get that done. You could play. You could throw Dell or McLaurin into that, and then Olave. You could go Olave and Monty because you're so deep, and go make sure you get a Kyron. Get a Kyron or a Barkley or a JT. So just throw all those out there. Massive amounts of offers. Make sure they're all beneficial to you. You'll probably get 1 out of 20. So if you're not throwing 20 offers out, if you throw out 5 of them, you're probably going to get rejections. You're asking for a good trade. The return on investment on 20 offers is probably like 5%. So 20 offers, you land 1.
Okay. And then the last quick thing is, I took Harrison Jr. over Nakua. Do you think that was smart?
I can't hear you, bro. It's really muffled. What?
I took Harrison Jr. over Puka Nakua. Do you think that was a good idea or not?
He's still muffled. Oh, Puka Nakua? Who over?
Yeah. Let me take you off my Bluetooth.
Yeah, you got.
I was just saying, I took Harrison Jr. over Puka Nakua. Do you think that was smart?
No, I love that. Yeah, call him without that Bluetooth, bro. We can't hear you when you call on that. It sounds like you're in the fish tank every time. But yeah, I take MHJ over Puka all day long.
Okay.
Right now. I know that sounds crazy to people, but I shouldn't say all day long. That makes it sound like I don't like Puka. It's not that. It's just I think MHJ is going to be special. I think he's going to be special. Yeah. Puka, I love Puka, but Cooper Kupp, there is some concern that the expectation we have for Puka in first-round territories, it should be more like the expectation we have for London, which is like amazing year coming, 7 to 12 wide receiver material for sure. But we're getting him as our second drafted player, and we're baking in all the risk. But Puka going at 8, 9, 10, with Cooper Kupp maybe still having a kung fu grip on the number 1 wide receiver job. He had, even the missed games, he still had more goal line targets, goal line touchdowns, goal line receptions, even with the missed games. That's not prorating it or anything like that. So I definitely feel like Kupp's the better value of the 2 receivers. If Puka were going later, I think we'd be all in, like no matter what the question was. But I just think MHJ, they're both second rounders. They're both, top to middle second round territory. You can't go wrong with either one of them. Puka is just going higher. He's going higher than that valuation. In my opinion, is too high. But they're pretty dead even, like in terms of where I think they should be going. I just take MHJ. Okay. I love MHJ. I think MHJ is going to have the rookie year that Puka just had. MHJ is going to have a different version of it. Maybe it'll be offset to all touchdown record type stuff. But I think he has a shot at being like a 15 touchdown rookie receiver. But that's me.
Okay. And then real quick, JD5 or Jalen Hurts?
I read you got 30 seconds. We're on like 3 minutes. JD5 or who?
Okay. Yep. JD5 or Jaden Daniels? Because you said not to. You said him.
JD5 or JD Daniels? What? Say it again.
No. JD5 or Jalen Hurts? My bad.
Hurt. You can't. Come on, Redwood. That one I draw the line. That one.
Because you said love. You said over love. So I'm wondering if it goes for Hurts too. I mean, for.
You never benched Jalen Hurts. All right, later.
All right, thanks.
Watch JD5's gonna outscore him. I know it's gonna happen now. It's gonna happen now for sure. You can't bench Jalen Hurts. You can't bench Mahomes. You can't bench Jalen Hurts. You can't bench. I mean, Jalen Hurts is just a special breed. There's nothing like him. 15 rushing touchdowns last year. Top 6 QB 11 times. That's a passing grade in school. 70% of the time, this guy is a top 6 quarterback. That's insane. 81% of the time, he's a top 10 quarterback. And he's got 3 straight years with 10 plus touchdowns. There's just no benching him ever. Same thing goes with Josh Allen, who scored 15 touchdowns last year and is QB 1, 2, 1, 1, 6 in his last 5 years. The same thing for Patrick Mahomes, who is an absolute marvel and must start as well. Those are 3 guys you never consider benching. I don't care if they're flying to the moon and playing on the moon, and we've never seen them play on the moon before. You're still starting those 3 quarterbacks. All right, Ron Navy, final thoughts. I think he's asleep.
No, I'm here.
Oh, well, Okay, Ron Navy. Look, final thoughts. No, I'm here. I was just being quiet. Were you checking the weather in Crestview?
No, the weather here is probably about the same in Crestview. Well, Crestview's a little bit north of here. Sometimes the weather's weird because you'll get it in the south and then it'll be up north and not in the south, or vice versa. So, but yeah, Crestview's just great. But I thought it was funny because you always get me about golf and my pronouncements of names and all that, and he's like from right here too. So
yeah, well, he was getting them all wrong. Kyrene, Echan. All right. Any final thoughts, Ron?
No, I'm down to 3 drafts and underdog left. In the slow drafts, I got 3 left. That's it. Out of all those that I was doing.
Yeah,
so,
I'm timing out on so many.
Manageable. How are you doing?
I gave up on trying to keep up with them. I tried to. I tried. Yeah, I had too many of them. I was doing shows. I'm live. I can't. There's no way to do it. I was not expecting underdog to kick it to an hour. I forgot about it. Yeah. But I did have most of them down to about round 17, 16, so they're just timing out. I might not have the depth that I need, but I've got autopilot. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 31 autopilot teams right now. All right. Hey, Ron, got to go. My dinner's out there. I'll see you later, pal. Appreciate you.
Later.
Travis, final thoughts.
Yeah, do you prefer Ramondre or Javante for Dynasty?
Ramondre.
And then Nico or Dell?
Dynasty? I mean, I don't know. Like, if they're both equal value, like, it's different because draft value for Dell is way better, and so I like Dell more. But, like, you put them in the same value, like, doesn't matter which one do I want. Yeah. I guess I would say maybe. I don't think I can say it. I think they're dead even to me.
Yeah.
I think if I had 2 leagues, I want one. I think everyone that thinks that the answer is Nico for sure. I don't know that it is. I'm not saying it isn't, but I don't know that it is. All right, Travis, appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. Later.
Thank you all for your super chats and everything. Alex with a super chat here, $10 hauler gets a moonshot. Alex is the final super chatter of the night. Thank you, Ron, for gifting the 20 gifted memberships, the $20 hauler. Denny for the $10 hauler or whatever else Denny threw out there. This one, how much fab out there of 100 would you drop on Christian Watson? Got a thin lineup due to trading in the second. And I guess I would say, I don't know. I can't really give you that indication as to what amount. You got to ask yourself, like, do people drop 100 out of 100 on players like this? If they don't, then obviously I'm not going to tell you to do that. But if this is like a league-winning move to you, you think your team's going to either crash and burn by getting this pick because you have no other players, and it could be a top 15 wide receiver for sure. I think it's worth what historically people have done for it, but you know that. I can't say 100%, and then you do it, and everyone's like, ha, with most the second, like, even if you can see them, the second highest bid's $10. Like, I can only tell you it's near a full load drop in some ways. And in other ways, I'm a little fearful that the hamstring injuries come back, then it's like a big waste of money, and it's like, man, what if you could have got the next Kyron or Puka by waiting? I think maybe a $20 or $30 amount in general feels like I would definitely do that, or maybe $40 out of 100, but it depends. What else are you looking at? You said you have a thin lineup, but I don't really know the total details of that. Like, do you have zero? Do you have nobody? Or do you have like a Worthy? Then I love Worthy. So it kind of depends on all those details. I can't really give you an exact answer. I hope that helps you, but definitely not. Waiver stuff is really, really tough to give somebody a freaking, concrete answer on. There's so many variables involved. I'll see you all later. Appreciate every single one of you super chatters in the building tonight. Jaime, who got I'll end it on the Kyron Williams video, because Jaime got that $100 spot on the Kyron Williams video. Alex, Paul, Calvin, Denny, Jimmy, Ron Navy, I'm Old Greg, LOL, Sam again, Alejandro, Banto, Charles T, Beardwick, appreciate you, Luke, Andrew, Who Dat Lolo, Castro, and I'm Old Greg in order of Super Chats. Appreciate you. See you all tomorrow.
Hey, Chan. Hey, Chan is the man. His haters call him small.
But he is 9 feet tall.
He's Kyron, he's 7 feet tall, and he knows how to handle a ball. He's Kyron, he can take frowns and turn them upside down with his touchdowns.
See you all later. Appreciate every single one of you. Underdog Fantasy promo code Smitty. Don't forget that link is pinned in the live chat. That link will allow you to do these drafts with us. Next time we'll do them probably tomorrow night. 50% match on your first deposit. Go check it out. Travis Kelce pick. Do it live. Appreciate you all. Deuces. You guys absolutely rock. Crestview. Crestview in the house.